Is it time to buy or sell Palantir stock? In this video, we will explore Palantir in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 29th of April, 2025, and we are now here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any important updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 15th of April, 2025, our system has ranked Palantir as a buy candidate, awarding it a score of 3.85. Let's examine the stock's performance during this period. Those who followed our analysis would have enjoyed an impressive gain of 17.97% since we first listed Palantir as a buy candidate 10 days ago. This translates to an average return of 1.8% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is currently positioned at the upper part of a very wide and declining trend in the short term. This situation often creates a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders. As a reaction back toward the lower part of the trend can be anticipated, a breakout above the upper trend line at $118.88 would first suggest a slower rate of decline and may serve as an initial indication of a trend shift. The current 3-month trend points to a potential change of approximately negative 5.67% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from negative 41.38% to negative 3.40%. In terms of the longer term, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 186.16%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary between 97.18% and 252.32% over the coming year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price between $228.88 and $408.97. Our latest daily update for Palantir includes the headline, "Weaker Technical Forecast for Palantir as Stock Downgraded to Buy Candidate." The Palantir stock price gained 1.25% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 29th of April, 2025. Rising from $114.65 to $116.08. It has now gained for 6 consecutive days. It's not common for a stock to achieve such a streak, and a dip or two should be anticipated. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 2.84%, with a low of $113.24 and a high of $116.46. The price has increased in 8 out of the last 10 days, and has risen by 25.33% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 31 million shares, with a total of 79 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $9.2 billion. It is important to note that declining volume amid rising prices may indicate divergence, serving as a potential early warning for changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $125.41. While the lowest was $20.50. Currently, the price is 7.44%, or $9.33, below the 52-week high of $125.41, which also marks the all-time high for the stock. Palantir Technologies is making headlines today for its innovative moves in the supply chain sector. The company has partnered with major retailers such as Wendy's and Walgreens to enhance their operations through artificial intelligence-driven solutions. This development signals strong growth potential as Palantir leverages its military intelligence expertise to drive efficiency in commercial applications. Analyst Joe Terranova believes that despite a recent surge of over 50%, Palantir possesses fundamental strengths that support further upside. With an upcoming first-quarter earnings report on the 5th of May, expectations are set for year-over-year revenue growth. Analysts highlight Palantir's impressive Rule of 40 score, a key indicator of its scalability and profitability, which will play a critical role in maintaining high valuation ratios. The overall positive sentiment around the stock is contrasted with a growing concern regarding tariffs impacting other sectors. However, software companies like Palantir may be insulated from those fears. As Palantir's stock price has risen by 40% in 2025, investor interest remains high, and the company's ability to outperform its tech peers is notable. In the short term, news surrounding the upcoming earnings report could lead to volatility as investors react to key performance indicators. Nevertheless, in the long term, if Palantir continues to capitalize on its strong fundamentals and strategic partnerships, it could maintain its upward trajectory and attract more investor confidence, solidifying its position as a leader in the tech space. Analyst ratings. On Friday, the 4th of April 2025, it was reported that Loop Capital Markets assigned PLTR a buy grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 5th of March 2025, it was reported that William Blair assigned PLTR a market perform grade with an upgrade action. On Wednesday, the 12th of February 2025, it was reported that Bank of America Securities assigned PLTR a buy grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 4th of February 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned PLTR a neutral grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 4th of February 2025, it was reported that RBC Capital assigned PLTR an underperform grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Palantir stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, for return on investment, the analysts provide the stock with a buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Palantir. The chart today reflects mostly positive signals. The Palantir stock indicates buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, suggesting a favorable outlook. Moreover, a general buy signal arises from the relationship between these two indicators, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. In the event of a downward correction, there will be some support from the levels at 105.27 and 90.79. A decline below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, April 4th, 2025, and the stock has since increased by 56.84%. Further gains are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. Notably, volume decreased during the last trading day, despite rising prices. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. It is advisable to monitor the stock closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 17 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 26 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal from 8 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 15 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 11 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 15 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 15 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 215 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Palantir. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $106.26 and $103.83. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock may then fall to the next support level. In this case, Palantir finds support just below today's level at $106.26. If this is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $103.83 and $92.01. This stock may experience significant movement during the day, indicating high volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved $3.22 between its high and low, or 2.84%. Over the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 5.42%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Palantir, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This notably high PE ratio suggests that the stock may be overvalued. However, it's not unusual for technology companies or those with significant market potential to exhibit such high ratios. In other news, the next earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is expected on the 5th of May, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at 13 cents. It is essential to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Palantir. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Palantir stands at $116.66. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this may be a good point to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Palantir faces its first support level at $106.26. Should this support level hold, it could present an opportune entry point with the expectation of a rebound. The combined average rating for Palantir from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 22nd of April, 2025, Taylor Ryan D. executed an insider purchase of 323,334 shares of stock appreciation rights. On the same day, Glazer David A. also conducted an insider purchase of 323,334 shares of stock appreciation rights. On the 3rd of April, 2025, Stat Lauren Elena Friedman conducted an insider sale of 800 shares of Class A common stock. On the 1st of April, 2025, Moore Alexander D. executed an insider sale of 3,600 shares of Class A common stock. On the same day, Moore Alexander D. also sold 9,588 shares of Class A common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 35.953. In total, insiders purchased 4,952,841 shares and sold 10,649,730 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $112.74, reflecting a decrease of 2.88%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, which introduces significant risk. The relative strength index over a 14-day period is at 81, further elevating the risk involved. Additionally, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 16 days ago. Is Palantir stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators are showing positive signs. Although the stock is currently experiencing a downward trend, we believe that the present level may represent a buying opportunity, as there is a reasonable chance for the stock to perform well in the near term. However, due to some minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have revised our recommendation for this stock from a strong buy to a buy candidate since our last assessment. After evaluating the volatility and price movements from the most recent trading day, our analysis suggests that the current stock price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 30th of April, we anticipate that Palantir will open lower, declining by 82 cents, and begin trading at $115.26. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is essential to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions related to buying or selling securities. You should not base your investment choices solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. Best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.